I'm making a brand new RuneScape video every single day for the month leading up to Leagues 5 on the 27th of November. I'm going to be taking your challenges in-game in exchange for RuneScape gold donations. And at the end of the month, I'm going to be giving it all away. Last time we did this event, I raised 31 billion GP to give away to the community. And I have a sneaking suspicion this time around, we're going to get a little bit more than that. Welcome back to Nasty November. Guys, I gotta keep it a buck with you right now. Today was supposed to be the episode where we did Dino the live streamer's challenge. However, I asked him for a challenge and he said, bro, I can't think. Free to play gear only solo CM. This guy has spent so much time in the Rev Caves, he's never even stepped foot inside of a Chambers of Xeric and has absolutely no idea that that is impossible. So instead of attempting to do his challenge and failing the second we get into the Tecton room, I've decided I'd show you guys a little clip of a prank I pulled on him. And it is the worst prank ever. Okay, of all the dumb ideas, I think this might be the dumbest I've ever had. I just don't think, you know. Thankfully, I've got a whole lot of money to burn. Shout out Mega Scales. I've been doing a lot of them on my live stream. Check me out, kick.com/EVscape. But this is definitely going to be the dumbest. This is probably going to be the biggest waste of money I've ever had. But hopefully it's worth it, all right? Hopefully we get a good reaction. Otherwise, it's going to be like, well, what was the point, you know? So eggs are currently being actively traded for 39 GP. I'm going to check the graph real quick. So here's the graph. They get down to 36 infrequently, but for the most part, they're sitting around 40 GP. Let's check the month graph. Yeah, we're looking around 40, 42 GP. I don't want to bring the price up while I'm buying them. I would like for it to stay relatively stable. So I'm going to chuck the price in for 40 GP. No, I've changed my mind. I'm going to put it in for 39 and hopefully we can keep the price around there. Now the question is, how many eggs can I get for 100 million GP? Even 5 million? I get 2.5 million eggs for 97. Let's go 26. 2550. Okay, 25, and we slowly bring it up. 2564 500. Okay, we can get 2564 102 on each account. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put the offer in on each account for exactly that many eggs, and then over time we'll end up purchasing 25 million eggs. And considering the fact that the daily trading volume is approximately 400,000, we should be good to just absolutely completely demolish the market. Yeah, if we have a look right here, this is the weekly trading volume, 2,200,000 eggs. So I'm going to buy that 10 times on each account, and then hopefully 10 times the weekly volume across the course of a couple of days at 1 GP is enough to just completely crash the price of eggs down to nothing. The lowest price eggs have ever been is 17 GP, and they were trading 1.8 million per week. This is the most eggs have ever traded in the history of the Grand Exchange. Wait, hold up. What happened in March, February 2021 to just majorly increase the volume of eggs per week? I don't understand. What's going on around this time? Anyway, you can genuinely tell when Dino started making his collection because the price of eggs has genuinely doubled from people in his stream just straight up buying them to give to him. Now I'm going to buy as many as he has and crash it down just for fun. Okay, well, this is not a Grand Exchange I thought I would ever see. I am currently buying 2.5 million eggs on 10 accounts at the same time. Now, there's a buy limit of 13,000. So that means every 4 hours, we can buy 13,000 eggs, which means we need to do 197 lots of 4 hours. And we get 6 of those every single day, which means this is going to take me 1 month to buy them all. And that's if I can buy them at 39 GP. Not a single egg has come through yet. Not one egg has bought. I may have to adjust the prices as we go along. But I would think with a mid price of 37 here, 39, I should be able to buy a fair few. But this is going to take months. And it still might not even work. And I think the hardest part is going to be trying to hide from my stream while I'm live for 10 hours every single day why I'm buying 2.5 million eggs on each account. But if I can pull this off, it's going to be one of the greatest pranks in the history of old school RuneScape. Or at least that's what I'm telling myself to make me feel better. Guys, what the fuck is going on? Eggs are 57 GP. It's been 3 days. Why are they so expensive? There's none on the market right now, and they've just shot up. Why are eggs going for 78 GP? Why? There's just no reason for it, bro. I need to go on a money-making mission right now. All right, I've just opened up the Cullen Romance's chest, and I can buy 50 eggs at a time here. I'm doing this. I'm genuinely doing this. Okay, I don't know why, but I already have 60,000 eggs in my bank. I'm gonna go see if the price really is. I just bought like 500 more from the chest here. But I'm gonna go see if the price really is at 57 GP. It's an insane amount. Why is it up so high? I'm gonna chuck these in 50 GP and see if they sell. All 60,000 eggs. Okay, cool. Cool. We're bringing the price back down. I don't know why eggs are so high right now. All right, but let's bring them back down to 40. People stop messing about and sell me my damn eggs. They went for 43 each. All right. Now, surely when people start selling eggs now, I'm going to get them. I hope. Guys, what is going on with the eggs? Look at this. The buy and sell price of this item is outdated. It's not being traded in-game. What do you mean it's not being traded in-game? There's been 75 traded in the last hour. The egg price is at 50. It went all the way up to 100 today. Look at this. Eggs sold for 99 GP. There is nobody selling eggs on the market. I just don't understand what has happened over the last few days. The market of eggs has just disappeared. Do people know that I'm buying these things? Yeah, we're taking a quick break from the challenges to thank the major sponsor of March Madness 2 October Edition, Boot.dev. Boot.dev is hands down the smartest way to master back-end web development. They take boring stuff and flip it into something that feels like an RPG. You're not just learning Python, you're diving into real hands-on lessons, writing actual code, and shipping projects. That's where the magic happens. They've designed this thing to be fun. You earn XP, levels, and even tackle boss fights with the community to keep you motivated. If you're stuck, you've got Boots the Bear Wizard AI there to help guide you without just giving away the answers. It's about understanding, not taking shortcuts. And the best part, you can test drive the courses for free. Boot.dev offers a 30-day money-back guarantee if it's not for you. But trust me, if you're serious about coding, you're gonna love it. Even if you have the IQ of a dog biscuit, Boot.dev can help you in your coding journey. So if you're ready to start making some serious beans and look towards a career in back-end development, click on the link in the description and use code EVScape for 25% off your first month. Once again, a huge thank you to Boot.dev for being the major sponsor of March Madness 2. Let's get back into it. Okay, it's been a while since I checked in on this video idea. In fact, it's been so long that I now record clips with Facecam. It's been that long since I recorded a clip for this. I actually can't even remember what folder I had the clips in. The good news is I have bought a lot of eggs, but I had to put them in for 50 GP each, as you can see here. And because I bought so many eggs, I myself have actually raised the price of eggs by 2 entire GP, which is crazy because it's taken me this so long to buy them, and I've only managed to raise the price by 2 GP. But I think that's just because of the buy limit. I've got obviously offers in on all the accounts for a bunch of eggs at 50, but I get caught every 4 hours stuck at 130,000 eggs. So part of me is worried that like 25 million-ish eggs that I'm going to end up with isn't going to be enough to crash the market so that the GE price actually says 1 GP. But the other part of me is like, surely, right? If we take a look at the egg graph here, you can see some of them have been selling for 60 GP. Like, I think I've done irreversible damage to the egg market as it currently stands. But if we go out to the quarter graph here, you can see that back in, when was the first clip taken for this video? June. So here is where I started buying eggs. And as you can see, immediately, I've had a massive effect on the egg market, bringing them up from 40 GP to 50 GP very consistently. But it's crazy to me that the average, like the median price across here, has been 45 to 50 GP, and it's only 41 GP on the Grand Exchange. So I think the Grand Exchange is just very slow moving in terms of its price changing, which says to me I'm probably going to need to spend a few weeks, maybe even a month, dumping these 25 million eggs in order to get their price down. But the man in question, I don't think he has any idea what's coming. This is Dino Stream. The other week, I sent him a message. I'm going to show you guys that message right now. So here is that message. I sent him a picture, a screenshot of the eggs. And I went into his stream and I told him, oh, these are for you. I'm just waiting until they all buy. Okay? That's not a lie. These are for him. I'm just not going to give them to him. You know what I mean? So I would say we have approximately 2 to 3 weeks until the rest of the eggs buy. What are the offers in at the moment? We need to get another 900,000 eggs, 800,000 eggs with a 13,000 buy limit every 4 hours. So we can get 13,000 multiplied by 6, 78,000 a day, and we need to get about 800,000 eggs. So we're looking at about 10 days. About 10 days to get the remainder of the eggs, and we'll end up with about 21, 22 million eggs. And then we should be able to just slowly start crashing the market, weaning the eggs in. I'll probably just drop 1 million eggs straight away. Just bang, 1 million eggs. Just smash the price immediately down to 0. And then let that try and correct itself. And then bang, smash another 1 million eggs. I don't know how I'm going to go about it. I need to be careful about this. Otherwise, I'm going to lose 1 billion GP for no reason. And it's not even going to be funny. And I'm not going to get a video out of it. All right, I'm just taking another look at these eggs. And it's only a couple of days after I made the last clip. They're currently set at 49 GP as a Grand Exchange price. So I think what I'm going to have to do now is after I finish buying them, let them settle back down at about 40 where they were before, and then start dumping all of mine. Because it took about a week for the GE to catch up. I've had this offer in for what? I've bought 2.5 million of the 2.3 million at 13,000 every 4 hours, 78,000 a day at 2.3 million. So I've had this offer in for almost a month, and it's taken that long for the price to start catching up. Now, every day, how many eggs get traded on the Grand Exchange? Looks about every week, 3 million get traded. So I have 13 million eggs. We have about the amount that gets traded every week in our bank, basically, for a whole month's period. So we can probably bring that price down very slowly over the course of a month, down to, fingers crossed, 1 GP, which would be insane. Dude, he has 95 million eggs. How much GP is that? He's almost got 5 billion GP in eggs, bro. And then in, hopefully, 3 weeks, 4 weeks time, they're actually going to be worth 95 million GP. Hopefully, we lower the value of his eggs by 4.5 billion GP. Want to beat Dino's egg collection? No, I think he has like 90 million eggs. He has like 4.5 bill worth of eggs or something like that. Couldn't possibly beat it if I wanted to. Well, I mean, that's not true. I could. If I wanted to beat it, I could. But that's not what this is about. That's not what this is about. Okay, basically all of the eggs have come through now. We have 20 million eggs here. I'll show you on the other accounts that I've been buying all of the eggs on. This one, the eggs came through. Where is the offer? Oh, it must have finished too far ago. I've been doing some questing and stuff. But the eggs on the other account, we're at 1.8 out of 1.9 million that we were buying. But unfortunately, we've hit an issue. Eggs have gone up to 60 GP. And earlier this week, they hit 90 GP. This is the exact opposite of what we want to see. Eggs have not been this high in the last year. And close to ever. The last time they were this high was 2020. So we have encountered a bit of a problem here because I want to get these down to 0. Daily volume of about 2 million eggs. If I chuck in an offer for, let's say, 1 million eggs here and just absolutely dump them, I'm almost positive that they'll all sell immediately. I think all of the offers will be filled almost immediately. Which will be an issue. I need to slowly sell these eggs off over time, but I'm going to dump 1 million eggs right now and see if the price just completely dumps. Maybe I'll do 2 million because the daily volume is 2 million. All right, let's do 2. Let's do 2 million. 2 million eggs at 1 GP, and we'll see if we just completely dump the price. I think they're all going to sell instantly. Oh my god, we did. We did completely dump the price. Okay, so we now have an absolute corner on the egg market. We sold 586,000 eggs. Nobody in the game right now is buying an egg. I'm the only person, like, I have the lowest offer on the Grand Exchange. Not a single person in the game is buying an egg. So now what I want to do, there's one egg that's just gone through. If I leave it in for 1 GP, everyone's just going to start buying eggs. The word will spread that you can get eggs for 1 GP. And people will start buying them. That's why I have to slowly sell them off over time. What I want to do now is put in a buy offer for eggs and see how much I could buy an egg for. It's 62 GP. So the lowest price that someone is selling eggs for right now is 62 GP. That's the lowest price that someone is selling eggs for is 62 GP. So somebody is merchant eggs right now. Big time. Big time merchant eggs. So what I want to do now is go ahead and chuck in 2 million eggs. We'll chuck them in for a lower price than they're at now. I'm going to chuck them in for 50 GP. That's going to slowly bring the price down. By the way, these eggs are worth a bill. Oh my god. I'm going to chuck in 1 million eggs. And we'll put them in for 50 GP, which is lower than they're selling at right now. Then tomorrow we'll come through. We'll put some more eggs in for 45. The day after, we'll put some more eggs in for 40. The day after that, we'll put them in for 35. And we'll slowly, over the course of the next couple of weeks, hopefully bring the price of eggs down to 1. And that's when we go in Dino's stream and ask him how much his eggs are worth. So there we go. 1 million eggs in a sell offer for 50 GP. And we will leave them there. Oh, by the way, I just bought the eggs off myself. What? No. Someone else just sold 13,000 eggs for 50 GP. Is it me? So someone else has an offer in right now selling it. Someone just sold a whole bunch of eggs. Wait. It was me. I'm an idiot. I sold them for dude, I'm confusing myself. I just sold myself. I just sold myself like 60,000 eggs. I'm an idiot, bro. I just sold myself a bunch of eggs. Oh, no. We sold them for an average of 33 GP each, which says to me, maybe we should chuck them in for 33. Maybe a little lower. Yeah, you know what? Actually, 50 is too high. I'm going to chuck 1 million eggs in for 40 GP. That's what we're going to do. 1 million eggs for 40 GP. And then hopefully, over the course of the next day or two, these million eggs sell off. Once that offer finishes, I'm going to put in another offer for 30 GP. and we're slowly going to bring the price down. Let's have a look at the graph right now. If we have a look at the graph for the last week, we can see it's come up from 48 all the way up to 90 and is now sitting about 60. And we'll take a look at the graph in about a week's time when I've sold off a whole bunch of these eggs. Dude, it's so funny to see, like, because I've been buying so many eggs, like, 13,000 every 4 hours. So funny to have an offer in for this much and sell them one at a time. Like, someone bought one egg. But as you see there, someone has actually just bought 13,000 eggs. So I think what I need to do now is go take my offers out just to make sure that I'm not buying them off myself, because eventually that will happen. I'll start buying them off myself again. So I'm going to take all of my offers out of the Grand Exchange, and then anybody that's buying eggs, there will be other people that bulk buy. Basically, they buy items in bulk to sell to people at a markup, taking advantage of the fact that there's a GE limit. There will be people that are going to be buying 13,000 of these eggs at a time, but we need to get past those people. I need to just have so many eggs that they can't keep up with it, because even if they have 10 accounts, they can only purchase at a max 780,000 eggs in a day. So we just have to hope that we have enough eggs to get past those people and their Grand Exchange limits, so that we can genuinely tank the price. But if eggs start crashing, maybe other people start selling their eggs for a lower price as well. It's all a bloody manipulation game at the moment. I need to be able to manipulate everybody else on the Grand Exchange with my massive amount of eggs. I didn't want to sell off a whole bunch of them at the same time, because I didn't want the volume buyers to catch on to what I'm doing. But I've just had a look at the graph. Something tells me they might catch on. That is not ideal. I'm also looking at this, like, this is the day graph, and there's just barely any eggs bought. People just don't buy eggs. So I think, well, that was 700,000 insta-bought, and now the amount sold is going to be going up. So once people catch on to the fact that there's a lot being sold on the Grand Exchange, I think that is when people will start catching on and the offers will start flooding in. And I think these million will most definitely go overnight, but we'll have to see, because most of the time it's just me buying the eggs. And what this is just volume buyers. Basically, they will buy a whole bunch of eggs and just keep them in their bank and sell them off for a large amount in the Grand Exchange to collectors, or they'll sell them through Discord. They'll buy them for 30 GP, sell them for 50 GP, and make a whole bunch of money. It's a good business to be in, but it's bad for me, because it means that they're going to be buying my eggs, and that's going to mean I'm going to have less time to make the price go down. I've only got 20 million eggs to work with, and we're already down to 19 million. So it's going to be harder for me if those people catch on. So I'm trying my best to just slowly, over the course of the next couple of weeks, lower that price. Okay, it has been officially 1 day since I started selling the eggs, and we have incredible news on 2 parts. Number 1, only half the eggs have sold off. Only 500,000 eggs sold yesterday, which seems like bad. You'd want more to sell off, but it's great news. That means we're going to have more time to sell off more eggs. More time we have to spend selling off eggs, the more the price will actually go down. We've been selling eggs for 40 GP for a day. The price has actually gone down from 50 to 48. If it only changes 2 GP a day, we're going to have a problem. That's going to be an issue. We need it to change a lot more than that if we're going to keep up with it. We've got about 40 days, actually. That will probably be enough. If if they continue selling off at this rate, the problem is, once we get to the lower numbers, they're going to start selling off a lot quicker. Once we get down to the 10s, the 5s, the 1s, that's when people are going to start spamming these eggs. So we are doing pretty well here. We can have a look at the graph, and you can see not a single egg sold for over 40 GP, and some eggs even sold for 27 GP. So people are just getting rid of their eggs. That means I think there's people that have offers in for 27 GP. I think if we were to go ahead and sell, let's say we sell 100,000 eggs right now for 20 GP, I think they will all go. Because I think people have offers in at around 27 GP trying to snipe a bunch of low eggs. The thing is, once the price starts getting below 27, I think those offers will stop. I think people will go, all right, we're not going to buy these anymore. But let's say we do this right now. I think those 100,000 eggs are just going to instantly sell. Even though we cleared the market out yesterday, I think now they will go. Yep, all 100,000 immediately. They were for 31 GP each, right? So there are people right now that have very low offers in, 31 GP each for eggs, hundreds of thousands that are being trying to be bought. So these are the merchants. These are the merchants that we're talking about that we need to try and get past, because they are currently buying lots of eggs at very low prices, and we need to try and just push past them and keep those eggs going down. We need to push past their buy limits. They can only have a maximum number of accounts. You know, we just have to keep trying to get past those buy limits. Okay, my plan is working perfectly, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely perfectly. I haven't had eggs in the Grand Exchange for almost a day now, because I went live yesterday and I couldn't have everyone in my stream see that I had eggs in the Grand Exchange. But look at this. They're still at 40 GP. They're still currently selling for 40 GP, which means I've basically dictated the price of the entire market. As it currently stands in game, they're worth 42 GP. So now what we need to do is start selling them for 35 GP. I'm going to go ahead and chuck 1 million. I'm going to put them in for 35 GP, and we're going to start selling them. There should be a lot that go through. Not even. Only 50,000 for 35 GP, because during the day, they go down to that price. They've been down as low as 33, which is absolutely insane. So we are going to be able to drop the price pretty nicely. And I think once the price hits around 20 GP, once we get it down that low, that's when I'm going to start smashing them out. But yeah, 35 GP. They're selling off slowly, nice and slowly. This is going to be a big loss for me, but hey, it's worth it for the content. I can't wait to see the look on Dino's face, man. Dude, I'm so impatient right now. The plan is going perfectly. It is going exactly how I wanted it to go. Eggs are currently worth 39 GP on the Grand Exchange. And if we look at the last day, we can see this is where I started selling at 35. They've dipped down to 29 a couple of times, 27 a couple of times. And then at some point, someone started selling them for 34 GP. So someone else is starting to sell off their eggs. Not many, but enough. 35 is where it's currently sat at. Every so often, there's 13,000 that get bought. This is just, what is it, every 4 hours? Let's have a look. 740 and 1110. Yeah, so every time the Grand Exchange limit goes up, someone buys another set of eggs. So there's like 2 people right now that are buying eggs for 35 GP that are trying to get on top of them. So we are slowly losing the merchants, which is great. This is exactly what we want, but I'm so goddamn impatient. All I need to do right now is wait 1-2 more days for this lot of eggs to sell for 35. Then I can bring the price down to 30. I can slowly bring it down. I might do 31 just so people don't see that they're going down by 5 GP in increments, but maybe even 29 I'll go down to. All I have to do is just sit here and wait for them to sell off, and I just can't wait. I want to have them at 1 GP right now, but I just can't do it. Hopefully tomorrow I wake up and the price of eggs is 35 GP. If it is, that's when we'll lower the price. But for now, we're chilling. We're absolutely chilling. I have single-handedly lowered the price of eggs in the Grand Exchange from 50 to 39, and I will single-handedly lower it from 39 to 1. What a sight to wake up to, guys. What a sight to wake up to. Eggs have been selling. What's this? 41,000 eggs sold for 32 GP. So other people are selling eggs for less than I am. The market's just crashing, bro. It's on the way down. And I'm at fault. It's my fault, dude. Okay, we have encountered a serious problem here. I put in this offer last night before I went to bed. And I've woken up and they've all sold. And now the price has rebounded
to 32. This is not good. This means we are starting to sell them off at too fast of a rate. I don't know if we're going to be able to get the price down. So I'm going to go ahead and chuck another 2 million in for 24 coins. Hopefully, they take a little while to sell. But you see, 180,000. So that means over 10, almost 15 offers are already in for people trying to buy these eggs at this price. And they'll probably stay in. So I have to keep up with 15 people trying to buy these eggs to try and bring the price down. What I might do, actually, I've changed my mind. I'm going to leave these in for not 24 coins. I'm going to leave these in for 10 coins. Let's chuck them in for 10. And then I'll just leave it for a couple of days. I'm going to see what the price does if I leave these in for 10. I might trade some more eggs over, actually, from the main account. Let's get another 3 million over. So let's leave these in for 10. We'll see how long it takes to sell off 3 million eggs. 5 million eggs. We'll see how long it takes to sell off 5 million eggs for 10 GP, and we'll see what that does to the price. If this really, really brings the price down from 33, let's say it brings it down to, I don't know. If this brings it down to like 20, I'll just dump everything for 1 GP, and hopefully that will get the job done. But yeah, I'm scared. I don't know how this is going to go, but chuck them in. There's not many people. Okay, so there's only a few extra people buying those eggs. So I've only got to keep up with a few extra people here at 11 coins. And we'll just keep busting them down. But the thing is, if I get them in for 11 coins, people are going to start realizing. So hopefully this really just dumps the price. I have a look tomorrow and the price of eggs is like 15, maybe 17 GP. And if that's the case, I will absolutely pump them down. Put them at 1, and we'll just hope and pray for the best. All right, guys, I have to be quiet. It's very early in the morning. Please excuse the hair. I promise I'm washing it today, okay? But we have some bad news. All of the eggs sold off. I had 3 million in for 19 GP, and it took 1 day. That means the merchants are onto us. That's the only thing it could possibly mean. In order to sell 2.9 million eggs in 1 day, we would need to have 37 accounts buying the maximum amount of eggs every 4 hours. So there's 37 people, or maybe like 3 people, 4 people with 10 accounts that are buying all of my eggs right now, which is not good. That means I'm going to run out of eggs very, very quickly. I think we are at 29 GP on the Grand Exchange. If you look at the egg price chart over here, you can see throughout the night, none sold. This was actually due to maintenance. I've now realized this was due to maintenance, but a few sold here for 11 GP, and then as soon as mine ran out, they spiked back up to 28. So the market will just immediately correct itself. I think we just have to send the last Hail Mary. I'm on my way to Ditter Bitter's house right now. I'm about to leave to go to the airport to go visit my little bro. I think we just have to do the Hail Mary. I think I just have to chuck these last 10 million eggs in for 9 GP each and just pray. I'll check them when I get off the plane. Maybe I'll have to record a clip when I get to Ditter's house. But I think we just have to send the last Hail Mary. This is the best chance we're going to get. We'll chuck them in for 9 GP and hopefully get these eggs under 10. Here we go. There it is. 400,000 of them went straight away. That is not what you want to see. Hopefully, I mean, how many people is that? If we do 400,000 divided by 13,000, yeah, that's 30 people that are buying the max amount at the same time. So there are just straight up merchants that are here trying to take all of these. But even if there's 30 accounts every single 4 hours, that gives me 4 days. It gives me 4 whole days that I can sell these eggs off for. And hopefully that's enough to bring the price down to under 10. I'm just got my fingers crossed so hard. Please be enough. Otherwise, this video is just stupid. I've just wasted my time.
I have some unbelievably terrible news. I just got back from my New Zealand holiday, seeing Ditter. It was an incredible holiday. We had a great 5 days, and all my eggs sold off. I've now sold off all 20 whatever million eggs I had. And now the price of eggs has rebounded. They're now 39 coins again. And the actual GE price is 32 coins. So I've just spent the last 4 months and 1 billion GP trying to organize this prank for my friend Dino. And I have nothing to show for it. Hello.
How are we?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Not bad.
Well,
what time is it?
I-
It's like 9 and
It's like 9 p.m. But I got to be honest with you, I could be better, George. I could be better, mate.
right. Why?
Have you ever just like come up with an idea for content and like put a bunch of time and effort into it and it just didn't work out?
Not really. I just wake up and go to the rev caves.
All right, so you got a pretty fucking easy job. Well, I'll tell you, George, I have, all right? And it happened to me today. Do you remember, like a couple of weeks ago, I sent you a picture when I had 18 million eggs?
I do remember this.
And I said, George, I'm buying these eggs for you.
Yes.
I was buying the eggs for you, George, but I wasn't buying them to give to you. I'm going to send you a screenshot in Discord. Tell me what you think this is.
I'm assuming the price of eggs.
Yeah, so I spent the last 3-4 months buying 20 million eggs with the like idea that I would just completely crash the egg market and then one day come on your stream and get you to price check your eggs and they'd be worth 1 GP each. And I spent the last 3 weeks selling them off and the lowest price I got them to was 25.
Bro, there is no... I'm sitting here, like, silently thinking, EVScape's going to give me loads of eggs soon. This is going to be great for the collection. And you're a horrible person. But also sick at the same time. Surely you lost loads of money from
It cost me 1 billion GP, George. It cost me 1 bill, dude. And I didn't even get close.
What were they, like 42, 45 GP?
I bought,
and then you sold them all, and they're now
for,
25.
Yeah, I bought like half of them for like 39, and because I bought so many, the price went up to like 50. So I bought the rest for that, and then I started selling them off. I sold some of them for like 30, and then like 25, and then 20, and then I sold the last like 10 million for 9 GP. But the egg price on the GE just didn't go down.
So what your phone to tell me is that you catastrophically failed your task.
Yeah, well, I was like, you know what? I can still get a YouTube video out of this. I'll just call him up and tell him I failed, and then, he can advertise his stream or something. So is there anything you want to, tell my YouTube people?